guys, how are you? Welcome to my live. And so, just like any other great musician, oh my gosh, I feel like I can't see anybody. But hold on one second. Get you guys all good into the live. Welcome, 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 welcome. There we go. Now I can see you a little bit better. Hi guys, welcome. So, I just wanted to take some time just to be my authentic self and to tell you guys more about me and the why and why I do what I do and give you guys a good tune of my day today. Today was kind of like a crazy day for me in my classroom. Not crazy in the sense of like crazy. It was just like a crazy day, like a lot going on in school today. So. But it's good to see everybody. Hey Shayla, so I just wanted to tap into you guys and just give you a tune of what I do, right? Like, because not only am I a musician, I'm a music teacher, and just like any other musician, look, I have to practice every day. Like, I have to practice, I have to plan, I have to plan my lessons, I have to plan what I'm teaching, and I'm working through holiday music now and trying to see what's gonna work, what's not gonna work for my kids, all that good stuff. And even when I practice, I make mistakes. You know, I have to be transparent, I have to be real, right? Even when I practice, I make mistakes. But the good thing about practicing, right, is I get to do it again. I get to try until I can make it my own personal best, you know? And I think that's so important, right? And especially being an arts teacher, because I get a chance to teach my kids how they can create in the arts, and it's not about perfection, right? It's about their personal best and them learning and growing. And I'm so honored and so blessed to be able to get a chance to do what I do on a day-to-day basis. So, and I don't take it for granted. Like, today was like just a really kind of weird day at school. As far as we had an unexpected fire drill. We're coming back to school 100% in person. And it was so weird, right? As far as like, the kids don't know how to interact with one another. Some social things that are going on and all that good stuff. But the good thing is, sometimes I have to wear many hats as a teacher, right? I have to be the Papa Bear sometimes, right? And sometimes I didn't really think I could really do all that or have to do all that. And a lot of my classes this year, I've spent a lot of time with grade 7, just so you guys kind of have an idea of what I do. And they love to hear the stories. They love to hear what's going on or how I was when I was their age, right? And I use all those references for my 7th graders because it works for them. So they can understand the why. Because a lot of people even ask me, well, why are you a teacher? Or like, what made you want to be a music teacher here in the Bronx, in the South Bronx of all places? And I don't want to be anywhere else. I love it here. I absolutely love my kids. I love the work that I do. I love my interactions with them every day. I mean, there are times like any child, they they test me, you know, they test my patience, right? But my kids are really good, you know, and I love to see them grow, and I love to see how they adapt and how they change and how they interact with one another, and it's and just to know that I can be influential in my students' lives, I don't take it for granted at all. It means the world to me, and I say all that because today, like for instance, we're talking about the fire drill, right? And just the fact of they want to know why do we have to do a fire drill? Like why do we have to do this? And I had to really be very transparent with them, very real with them. I'm like, guys, look, my job as a teacher is not only to educate you guys, but your loved ones, your parents, your guardians put a lot of faith in me as your educator to not only educate you, but to keep you safe as well. So we have to act, and we're still in a pandemic world. It's super critical that we do things the right way. And I had to be very real with them because they're New Yorkers, just like I'm a New Yorker, right? So things happen. And something happened to me a few weeks ago, like on the subway train, and I'll share that with you guys. Like, I was on the train, and it was a very scary situation on the subway train. And I was coming home, and when I was on the train, somebody in the car, a man in the subway car, decided to pull out a box cutter. I'm not saying this to scare anybody, but somebody took out a box cutter and like sliced somebody on the subway train. And it was really, really freaky because it was a packed subway car. We were in between subway stations, and it just kind of happened out of nowhere, right? So, and I see this happen, right? And so somebody pulled the emergency brake within the subway car, right? They pull the emergency brake, and when that happens, what happens is all the doors within the subway car lock, so there's no way to get out. And this guy that had this box cutter starts to come at people within the subway car to try to scare them, or like try to act like he was going to slice them on the train. And it was the probably split second, the most scariest thing I've ever had to deal with here in the city. But I tell you guys this because it taught me right then and there that as a New Yorker, I always have to be aware of what's going on, like especially here, and especially now, and especially in the world of what's going on. I always have to be aware. And I had to share this story with my kids because, like, you never know what could happen in an emergency situation. And we have to always be safe. We have to look out for one another. And my job, your loved ones, your parents put a lot of faith in me to make sure that each and every one of you are safe. And I feel like sometimes we miss those conversations with children or with young ones of them understanding the why. Because I think if sometimes they understand, not even sometimes, I think a lot of the times if they understand the why we have to do something, chances are they're not going to give you as much pushback. And it actually works for me, right? So once I explained this story to them, right, they were really concerned for me. They wanted to know that if I was okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I had to do what I had to do. I'm okay. And I had to make sure others were okay around me. But, you know, this is why I'm tough. And this is why I want to make sure each and every one of you are okay. And in an emergency situation, such as like a fire drill here at school, people put a lot of faith in the educators and the administration to make sure that each and every one of you is safe. So we had the fire drill today, and they actually did a pretty good job, even through all the confusion. And in our one campus, our one building, we share it with 3 schools. So we have to be very mindful of where we exit, which exit that we go out of, which exit we come back into, when they go through security, when they go through scanning, just all these things. So I say all this because, just being very transparent, we got to look out for one another, and we always need to be aware. And my babies, my kiddos here, always keep me on my toes. And always, I'm learning more and more each day through them of how to be a better teacher for each one of them. And sometimes it's music content. A lot of times it's music content. Sometimes it's not music content. And that's okay. Sometimes I have to be the Papa Bear and be a father figure to some of my students that don't have dads or don't have that role model in their life. And it really woke me today that the reason why I have built relationships so well with my students is because I'm transparent with them, and they know when someone has their best interest at heart. They know when someone's looking out for them. They know when somebody wants to push them to the next level and wants to see them succeed. That's the kind of teachers I had, and that's the kind of that's the kind of teacher I want to be to my students. So I think it's super, super important. And especially in these days and times when things are unknown, when things are really unknown, the students have a lot of faith in their teachers, or should have a lot of faith in their teachers to guide them and mold them in the right ways and influence them to be the people that they're going to be. We have a big part. Part of the reason why I love teaching middle school. and just to get into my world. And that's why in my classroom, I make my classroom warm and engaging and entertaining and fun, because a lot of my kids here in the demographic where I am in the South Bronx, they spend the majority of their school day in the school building, whether that's during the school day or after school hours with our after school program. They spend the majority of their day in the school day. Or excuse me, there's majority, oh gosh, gotta get my words together. They spend the majority of their school day in the school building, right? So it's like a second home to them, right? So I think it's so imperative that my space, my classroom, is their classroom and it looks like home to them. And I find that the more engaging it is, the more they take care of it, the more ownership that they take into the room, the more that I'm teaching them to work together, it's only going to have a better outcome for everybody involved, including them. So I take great pride in making sure that I'm focused and ready to go, ready to teach them one, and also make it a big point to make sure that everything is put in order, that they feel warm, that they feel welcome, and they have input into the classroom, into the decisions of how the learning should go. Do they control everything? No, they don't. No, they don't. That they don't. That's not it. But I still want them to be engaged and keep those minds fresh. And how I do that, and it's my way. It's my way. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm very transparent with them. They know they can come to me, and they know that this is a safe place, and that they belong, and that they matter. And I think that's so critical. So with that, I kind of want to show you guys a little bit of what I'm doing within my space, and show you the Mr. Spivvy part of me, the Mr. S part of me, and how I make it warm and engaging for them. And yes, this is a classroom, and yes, I'm a music educator here in New York City, but I'm also a Scentsy Consultant, as a lot of you guys know. And I tie all of it together. I wear many hats, many hats. And what I love about this classroom, it's full of Scentsy products, but it's not all about Scentsy. It's all about what makes the classroom work. And what I love about Scentsy within my room is that my kids love a space that's warm, inviting, and smells good, right? And I even get them involved in how the classroom is set up and how it smells and how it feels to them. So I get them involved, and I'm dying to show you how I do that here in this space. So let me tune you guys in. Thank you guys for joining. Is that Adam? Yes, of course it's Christina on the wall. Of course it's Christina. Anyone that knows me, I love my girl Christina. So of course she's going to be on my wall, and the kids love her. And my meme wall. They absolutely love this. But how I get them involved, right, is like anything that I got warming in my classroom, I always save the shells so that way they know, and they get a chance to pick. Maybe they like Go-Go Mango. So they get a chance to pick what scent that they like, and maybe we can have that warming in the room. Maybe they like red pear pomegranate. Some of them really do. Candy Crave, this one has been a really good one in the classroom. And it was a Bring Back My Bar this past go around with Bring Back My Bar. But I have it in my Scentsy Club, and the kids actually really like this one. I don't really like it as much, but they really, really like it. They say it smells like cotton candy. They all love things that smell good within the room. So this part of my room, they love the Scentsy Buddies. Oh my goodness. I was one that I didn't think I would really like Scentsy Buddies, or didn't really see the purpose of it. But for them, they love the fact that they have things that they can identify with, like Sebastian right here, right by my pencil bin, and my Scentsy Villains Warmer. They actually love this. I have a little boy in one of my classes, his name is Sebastian, and every day he asks me if he can hold Sebastian. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, absolutely, you can hold him in class if you need him. So he's right there ready to rock, right? So, and inspirational quotes. I'm all about things that are inspiring, right? Life is beautiful. This is something I want them to see every day. Yeah, Maleficent. I think Maleficent is within that warmer. Oh yeah, Maleficent is right there. And this is the older Disney Villains warmer. There is a newer Disney Villains warmer that recently came out that I want to get that I haven't gotten yet. But it has like stained glass, and it has it has Maleficent, it has Ursula, it has Scar. That one's really cool too. And I'm wanting to add that to the space as well. But they really love it. And this is what they see every day. They come in every day to the classroom. They get their notebooks. Their writer's journals are right here per class. They know to get them. Their Scentsy buddies are here to greet them. And they come find their seats. If someone needs the choir cozy corner, someone's maybe having an off morning or a bad day, guess what? They have the opportunity to sit in the choir cozy corner. And of course, I have my Bailey Bunny, which this one is a popular Scentsy buddy that they absolutely love. Right there, ready to go. He smells really great too. So, and if you guys kind of look out into the space here, kind of gives you an idea of how big the space is. Really cool. And this is their absolutely favorite Scentsy buddy. I'm trying to go to him and see if you guys can see him. Can you catch him? Can you catch him? This is one I have to hide from my boys in choir because he's the talk of the room and they always see Black Panther. He is the talk of the room. They absolutely love Black Panther. Adam, it depends on how many are in one class. The largest class I have is about 32 kids. That's the largest class that I have. And the smallest class I have is one of my special education classes, and there's no more than 12 kids at one time. And of course, I'm a music teacher that does more than just music, like I said. So I teach 7th grade math or support a small group of 7th grade math. And what are we talking about? The constant of proportionality or unit rate. So, hey, I can do it all. I can teach a little bit of math too. And they absolutely love the mosaic pumpkin as well. This is one they really like a lot because it gets them in the mood for Halloween. And this is our warmer of the month for the month of October, which it's really, really pretty. It looks like a pumpkin, has that beautiful grout there. So they really, really like that as well. And what I love about it is this cool lid. That's really brassy. And it gives that kind of top of the pumpkin kind of vibe to it. And what I got warming in there, they actually like this scent very well. It's sea salt and avocado. I have one boy, his last name is Acevedo. And so he loves that scent because they always call him Mr. Avocado. I'm trying to see what else is in here that I can really show you guys. Of course, I got my piano and a learning target that we did today. And of course, Miss Christina and some inspirational quotes here that they all take a notice. And what I notice is that when I think they're not paying attention to all of the inspirational quotes or the word wall or music quotes, they really do pay attention. They'll stop me at the end of class, they'll ask questions, or they really respond or gravitate to a certain face that they know or that they've seen before, or they even ask a lot of questions about artists that they haven't seen before, that they don't know. I get a lot of questions about Miss Leontine Price and Al Jarreau right here. They always ask about those two, which I find very interesting. Or they always point out the fact that they've seen In the Heights, or they point out that their mom likes Celia Cruz. And of course, they know me very well. So they know right above my office, they know my favorite musical in the world is The Wiz. So this is my office space. And what I love that I need to do more of in my office space, I'll take y'all in here. I have my lunch here, but of course I have a Scentsy warmer right there. And They love my candy dish too. That's, sometimes I give them rewards, but they have to earn that. But right there, I have my letterboard warmer and I have an inspirational quote. Your love is the music of my heart, which is from the lyrics music of my heart, sung by, I think, NSYNC and Gloria Estefan. And I change this up from time to time, but they really, really do like that. And I do that for myself, just to have an inspirational message. And I'm thinking about incorporating another letterboard warmer maybe within the room, and letting maybe the kids own that letterboard warmer and put up a daily motivational quote or something inspirational that stands out to them. I think I might do something like that. But what I love most is like the fact that they really enjoy getting into taking ownership of the room. Like, I'm finding that really works. Oh, you didn't see the candy at the Jolly Ranchers. I'm not going back in there. Yeah, you guys know me pretty well. I am a candy fiend. So, but I say that and share my story with you guys because I think it's super important that our children see how how transparent we are with them. And transparency is not a bad thing. Being our true, authentic selves is not a bad thing at all. And it inspires them to do the same thing. And I'm teaching great leaders one day. I'm teaching our future lawyers, our future doctors, our future musicians, our future scientists, our future Broadway stars, our future dancers, right? And I want them to be able to learn not only how to be artistic and creative, but learn how to work cohesively with one another. Even though we might be all different, even though we come from different backgrounds, even if we're different skin color, even if we're different hues, but being your true authentic self always is the best way to go, and to teach others more about you. And that's how we learn how to respect one another. And that is a big key of focus right now here at our school. And I'm super excited that I got a chance to do a quick live with you guys and take you guys into my space and be able to connect with each and every one of you. So thank you for letting me be transparent with each and every one of you and take you on this journey with me. So I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you guys soon. But it is almost 4 o'clock somewhere, and my school day ended about 90 minutes ago. So guess what? I'm going home. With that whole subway story I told you about, that scary story that happened to me on the subway, look, let me tell you something. We could live in fear, but I'm a New Yorker, right? So you have to face your fears. There's always going to be challenges, right? There's always going to be things in life that scare you, or that you have to stand up and be brave, right? So it's taken me a minute to get more comfortable being back on the subway. I'm always aware when I'm on the train now. I'm always aware, probably even more so than ever, but I can't live my life in fear either. And I have to be brave. I have to put my big boy pants on, put my crown on, and do the things I have to do and face my fears and learn and grow. And the more I do that as an educator, as a person, as a man, I'm hoping that that message is transpiring from me to the kids that I teach and that I serve on a day-to-day basis. Guys, thank you so much on this Thursday, taking a little bit of time to listen to me. So good to see you guys. Love you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.